Relevant Rasslin Productions. It's always relevant to us, damn it.
Good evening, buzz humans, relevant wrestling rollers, smarks, marks, money in the bankers, men who take their ladies' last names, and dirt cheaters. I am your host, the co-producer and senior editor here at Relevant Wrestling Productions, Joe Fortune.
Schmorchin.
That's right, Joe Schmorchin.
Yeah.
Mo Schmorchin. Tonight, I am joined by our former and maybe soon to be again Relevant Roundtable champion, Tim.
Bringing up old wounds. Thanks,
Say
Thanks.
hello to all the relevant wrestling fans out there, all the, you know, the viewers, the buzz people, the all pros and ladies.
The relevant folk, as you say.
Oh yeah.
The only thing I have to say to the people right now is, don't forget, kids, it's summer. Wear your sunblock.
Wear your sunblock. Good advice. Sound advice. All right. Well, before we get into things tonight, as always, I gotta plug the social media in attempt so we can pay the bills here, and so you can all ride the buzzwaves here with us at Relevant Wrestling Productions and check out all the content. Make sure to like the Relevant Wrestling Productions page on Facebook. Follow us on the Twitter at Relevant Wrestling. Hashtag Relevant Wrestling Productions. And don't forget to subscribe to our Relevant Wrestling YouTube channel, which you should be watching right now. And you should be on right now. So
yep, but don't watch the live podcast.
Click that subscribe. Relevant Wrestling Productions, where you can check out, on our YouTube channel, you can check out all of our relevant content, like WrestleFadia, Relevant Rundown, and our yearly award shows, The Buzzies. Kayfabe may be dead.
First episode of Real Talk.
But, oh yes, the first episode of Real Talk. Kayfabe may be dead, but originality and diversity are not. Relevant Wrestling Production. It's always relevant to us, damn it. Now, let's get into it. This is episode 2. This is episode 2 of Relevant Real Talk.
Oh, shit.
Johnny, what is Relevant Real Talk? Relevant Real Talk is a rundown-style discussion show which covers the most relevant and buzzworthy controversial news headlines and rumors in the world. No topic is off limits. This is a no-holds-barred debate and discussion. You can walk the relevant walk, but can you talk the buzzworthy talk? Let's bring up the topics for tonight.
No. We don't want no topics.
Oh, yeah. We want the topics.
We don't want no wrestling topics.
We're going to throw the screen share on.
No. Nobody wants to see that.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Talking to my ear, Joe.
Look at that. The very special Fadiatron 420 has brought us a beautiful logo for Relevant Real Talk. Let's get into the first topic. All right, so YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. Don't kick us off. YouTube has filed wrestling under restricted content and removed monetization. That means you can't make money off your content anymore, no matter how many followers you have. This caused a huge loss of revenue for several indie promotions. What Culture Pro Wrestling recently fought back with their Fight Back show, which YouTube had first removed, but later returned the content to their channel. So, Tim, what do you think about YouTube putting the kibosh on all the wrestling content? Now we can't make any money. A lot of big indie promotions like Beyond Wrestling and What Culture Pro Wrestling really relied on YouTube views and put a lot of their content on there. And with like having almost 100,000 followers, you know, they get a lot of revenue from that. So What do you
Well,
think?
I think, unfortunately, yes, it does hurt the larger indie promotions that, you know, rely on actually getting their stuff through YouTube. And, you know, it's, I don't even know if they're even trying to make money off of it, but like that's half of the fact. But I think it's more so trying to protect, you know, WWE, you know, or old WWF stuff, or maybe even like TNA stuff. It's like more so just trying to kibosh people on just trying to make a, you know, a buck or a penny off of something that's, you know, been around for years and upon years. Like, you know, also too, you know, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to, like, why do they need to kibosh it type thing? Or is it more so just, oh, is it just a money issue? Because if it's just a money issue, and I'm pretty sure YouTube has like a subscription thing or whatnot, or even so, it's like what, $1.99 or $2.99 for a fucking subscription. So I don't see why not, but who knows? Potato. It's probably one of those things where it's just like you'll never know.
Yeah, I don't really know why.
Like, to me, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but I can see like how it is to like some like indie federations, because that's how, you know, it's some indie federations. Even I'll even name drop Ring of Honor. Word of mouth. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you know, a lot of these indie promotions, they don't make a lot of money as it is, and with flying in talent and trying to get all, you know, exclusive contracts and pay their talent, I guess they maybe rely on this for a big revenue stream, but you know, that goes along with like keeping everything on the internet. You know, it's like
Exactly.
I don't really know why YouTube considers wrestling content to be restricted or to be like adult content, but I think it should go back to when it needed to be adult content. But moving on to,
I think it's just certain aspects, and I think there has to be some sort of thing with, you know, WWE and whatever.
all right, let's move on to this. Oh, here's one.
Ow! Ow!
All right, so Bray Wyatt's wife filed for divorce. She accused him of having an affair with WWE diva JoJo Offerman. The rumor was confirmed upon their arrival together at last week's Raw. Fan got a picture of them together. But Bray Wyatt's wife also took to Instagram recently, well, like this week, and she gave him a big tongue lashing on there and said that like this affair had been going on for a year and a half. Is this like even a topic that we really should be talking about? Is this a topic that the dirt sheets are just looking to capitalize on because they like to ruin people's reputations, or you know, should they keep their wrestling business and their personal, you know, don't shit where you eat? What do you think, dude?
A, do not shit where you eat.
Well, you're always going to get caught, especially if you're cheating and you do.
Wait, hold on. Do not shit where you eat, because it will, no matter what, bite you in the ass. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, if his shit was going sour with his wife and whatnot, like, I don't condone treating at all, whatever. But if it is what it is, it happened, because I'm not in his shoes. It is what it is. So it came out, and, you know, they're getting a divorce. But, like, if that's who he's going to be with, that's who he's going to be with. Like, I have no shame in him. Like, I don't know what transpired between him and his wife and him and JoJo and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? As, you know, whatever he wants to do, I'm not one to put my opinion into it, because I have no idea. He can do what he does. Okay, he divorced, he left his wife, he cheated, whatever. No big deal to me, because you know what? That don't play into no Bray Wyatt character.
That's right. As long as I think as long as it doesn't affect his in-ring performance, then it really doesn't matter what he does. You know, it's the wrestling industry. It sucks.
It's JoJo.
It's sports. You know, yeah. You know, there's two sides to every story, and in this situation, there's.
But not even to cut you off, Joe. But like, okay, you got this. But like, what was one of the biggest angles in a couple years ago in wrestling? Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita, and that shit was real.
Yeah,
this shit was real.
Maybe they can spin this and get
No, because
Get,
JoJo kicks ass.
Bray
No, JoJo.
JoJo's ass. All right, let's move on to the next.
JoJo's ass.
Oh, geez. All right. So I saw that Rousey had recently followed several at WWE handles and like these little production things, WWE Productions, WWE Photography Twitter accounts. Could this be an indication that she's finally WWE bound, especially with SummerSlam coming up in New York in August, or are you just like sick and tired of hearing her name?
All right, I guess it's my turn. It could happen. I really could care less. I'm not sick and tired of hearing her name, but even I don't even care that she lost. It sucks that she lost. Don't get me wrong, but like
Everybody loses.
It's well past the iron being hot for her going to WWE and it being like, oh my god, because now she's just, I hate to say it, she's just Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
it's not it's not that she doesn't attract star power or she doesn't have star power, but now I hate to say it, she's just another name in the hat.
Bro, I do want to see her fight Stephanie, though. You know.
No, I'm not even telling you. Like, I'm not like excited to see that, but like, it's Ronda Rousey, so it's like, oh, Ronda Rousey. I don't get excited when I hear her name anymore because she got beat, so that allure is gone, and it's just like she's been lackluster ever since. And
Bro, I just wanted to.
Oh, is Ronda coming back? Is Ronda coming back? I don't give a shit if Ronda coming back because I don't care.
I just wanted to put Steph in the camel clutch, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Who doesn't want to see that?
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, dude, Ronda Rousey. I wanted to see her do something. When was this photo from? Like WrestleMania or SummerSlam from a few years ago?
No, it's WrestleMania. It was her and The Rock. It was when Seth Rollins cashed in.
I don't know, man. It's probably
31.
It's probably really nothing to get get a heart over because just because she added a bunch of accounts on.
No, because to be honest with you, if they kept that going, yeah, that would have been great. But it's how many? Like it's a year later.
I'd rather have her than fucking Gronkowski again. What is that? You know, come on, man.
What does it even matter? Like they, as much as they are like, oh, we love the women's title. Oh, remember when I texted you and I was like, yo, did the women even come on? Dude, the women went on at like 10:20.
Bro, I felt as if they they just completely forgot about the girls, and then at the
that's exactly what I thought. And then like Sasha comes out.
They just thought to themselves like, oh man, girls,
just go out there and everyone in the roster can fight in the ring.
I heard this on and I texted that to Chris, or I mean I think Chris was here with me because it was Raw. Yeah, I said I woke up. Of course I fell asleep. I said, dude, where's the girls? And then I said I even heard on Russo's podcast today. He said it seemed as if they just forgot about the girls. And an hour before the show, they were like, oh shit, let's put the girls in a match. We forgot to book them. And I mean, dude, it was pretty bad. So maybe. You know, they're talking about this whole Divas Revolution thing. I don't really know what it is. Maybe Ronda Rousey comes in there and somebody beats her and actually legitimizes the female.
Emma?
I don't know. Maybe Charlotte Flair or maybe Steph. You know, Steph would be the biggest draw, or Charlotte Flair.
Well, speaking of that, okay, I want to talk to you about something later.
Oh, dude, we're gonna talk.
I want to talk to you about something about Carmella and Big Cass.
Oh, Big Cass. All right, so. CZW about 2 weeks ago held their 16th annual Tournament of Death, which was won by Jimmy Havoc from England.
Motherfucking Havoc.
As most known from Jimmy Havoc.
Jimmy
Havoc.
Jimmy.
I don't know how they do it in progress, but our English fans can tell us how to do this.
Jimmy Havoc.
Is this sort of hardcore wrestling, deathmatch wrestling? Extreme violent wrestling, ultra violent wrestling still have a place in wrestling today, or is this just part of another reason why wrestling is just so weird and boring now that they're just having pointless matches where no storylines or people are just fucking killing each other?
No, I do not believe that. because before this was happening, they were having great stellar matches and important storylines with those kind of matches. And just because now they're, the mainstream wrestling sucks asshole, doesn't mean these guys are. But I will say the importance on this wrestling is maybe 5 to 10%, when it was a lot higher. Like, at one point, we all know, like, well, I'm not saying we all know, but like for the more educated fans or people a little bit more than know, I'm not trying to sound pompous or, high up on my horse, but like, ROH and CZW had that fucking great feud. And at that point, CZW, as much as it was like a great technical wrestling promotion, at the end of the day, they were still an ultra violent fucking promotion.
Dude, you see a lot of these fucking tournaments though. You see like the IWA
No, I know, but like
Game Changer Wrestling.
It's 16th annual. IWA Mid-South has been doing shit like that for so long. I mean, and it's not like these people have just popped up with this shit. It's just the fact that it's full. Honestly, it is full. It has fell out of favor with the mainstream, and that's the only reason why like people look at it with a different eye. Because back in the day, when the Attitude Era was going on, people loved this shit.
Yeah, but dude, people weren't setting themselves on fire, getting powerbombed through glass. Like, look at the picture in the bottom left, or powerbombed.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were.
Dude, a barbed. I mean, I saw one clip with a barbed wire. There was a trampoline, but it wasn't even a trampoline. It was just all barbed wire, and they were throwing each other out.
Honestly, I don't even disagree with you. But also, too, have you seen some of the stuff from fucking Japan? Fucking no rope barbed wire like grenade matches.
It's true. It's true. I've seen women wrestle.
The sides of the rings are fucking filled with barbed wire rope. The other sides are no open, and the no open underneath them are fucking bombs.
Bro, I just gotta say, what's been probably the most shared GIF or clip of the past year and a half? It's been Zandig hitting the Zandig bomb or the motherfucking bomb off the building to Joey Janela through the paint.
Oh, through the lights in the back end of the truck.
Yeah, dude, that's gotta have been like the most shared GIF. So if anything, it'll get you on Reddit. It'll get you a lot of karma.
It'll get you that pap.
Yep. All right, WWE is experiencing a serious ratings decline. What's the cause? Lack of character development, too many matches, boring segments. I know this is probably a topic that we could talk about for hours and hours, but we can just hit upon, some of our main gripes with the product lately. Tim, what do you think? Why do you think that the ratings are so low? Look at that. Now, I will say that this past Raw was back up to over 3 million views, but if you look at last week's Raw, like these numbers that I have up there, come on, dude, all like less than 2.5 million views, and it was 7 weeks worth of under 3 million views. That's really bad. What do you think about that?
I think you said most of it in your question. What's the cause? Lack of character development? Yes. Boring segments? Yes. Too many matches sometimes, but not all the time. But the thing is I think I don't know, sound like a broken record, but there's too many pay-per-views.
Too many pay-per-views, too much 50 booking. I would say back and forth, who's the face, who's the heel.
Well, yeah, but it's also too, it's like they'll have the pay-per-view and then like 2-3 weeks later they got to come up with a feud.
And the thing is, they don't.
But also too. Sorry, not to cut you off, but it's the fact of it's like there's no longevity in feuds anymore. It's literally maybe like a 1, 2 to like 3 month feud at that, and it's only in between pay-per-views. And it's like, who's the next opponent? Who's the next opponent? And that's a problem.
I kind of like those, though. I don't like these repeat feuds, like, oh my God.
No, I get repeat feuds, but you have what you want to call a feud for 3 months, and then it's over. And that's if they get a rematch type thing.
Bro, I mean, you know, Raw just bores me, dude. You know, there's nothing to get excited about. There's no cliffhangers. One of the things I really hate is when they go to commercials in the middle of the fucking match. That's a big gripe that I have. And you know, dude, like, you know, there's so much that we could talk about for this one, but I think we nailed a couple of the main points. So
I hate to say it, but it's all fucking boring.
TNA wrestler Marcus Louis penned a letter to WWE to please listen to and work with the talent, right with them. Stop the divide between the locker room and the office. So what do you think? Is there no chance in hell? Is it the writers? There you go. Is it the writers to blame? Are the writers like, is this big team of writers that is really just maybe writing to appease Vince McMahon, and maybe Vince just needs to, you know, is it Vince's fault? What do you think? Do you think WWE?
You know what I say? It is what it is. Because as weird as it may seem, or maybe a cop-out thing to say, everything is cyclic. And you know what? Unfortunately, right now, wrestling, it's on a downturn. Soon enough, not the bitches, but the cream will rise. And soon enough, wrestling will be back at its golden age.
Bro, wrestling needs to get a lot better. I mean, they're just like, look, we already looked at the ratings. We've seen that they're under or just around 3 million. We have these like ridiculous storylines, dude, that are written basically for children. I mean, bears, bro. You know, I don't
think we're just getting started soon enough.
What did Cass say? I mean, I like Cass's promo the other night. I thought that was pretty raw. But what did he say to Enzo? Something like, somebody said, I don't know who said on Raw, but they said something about you look like a scared little boy. You know, dude, some of the dialogue is like just so childish. And
as much honestly, like, I need to get this out of the way. As much as I liked Cass's promo, I don't know what anyone else thinks. It was a little repetitive.
Well, exactly. And what was the point of even? Dude, we don't even know why the guys are friends. What have they really done? All they do is get beat all the time, and then they're just
to be honest with you, not to get off topic because we clearly are, but the only thing I need to say is that honestly, and I agree with, I think it was a Taz interview. Cass should have just been like, all right, that shit was found out, fucking annihilated fucking Enzo and left. And then next week it would have been like, Cass's big reveal.
Yeah. Exactly, dude. Give us a cliffhanger. Give us a reason to tune in next week. Not just reveal it. And, you know, I did like Enzo crying, though.
Dude, that honestly hit a fucking nerve. When he just, like, out of nowhere, it was like that one tear.
All right, bro. Here's maybe it's not just us who are upset with the way that the talent is being booked right now. Triple H reported to be angry with Vince over the use of NXT stars, especially on the main roster. I'm sorry. Triple H is reported to be angry with Vince over
get the cocks out of your mouth.
The use of NXT stars on the main roster, in particular, Bayley and American Alpha.
All right, so this is what I'm going to say. It's like almost like a 50-50 kind of with this whole thing, because I think American Alpha was doing great, and then out of nowhere they just like died. Like, died.
You could give a list of people who flopped though from it.
But also too with Bayley. To be honest with you, not a big fan of Bayley ever. Like, I hate her character. I think it's stupid. Stupid.
All right, maybe not Bayley.
Also, too, you can fucking make that list of like who is flopped. Yeah. And, like, obviously people have flopped because they were never really given a chance, or they just kind of like debuted out of nowhere. And I'll bring it out there right now. Apollo Crews.
Oh yeah, dude, Apollo Creed. He's got the feud going on with Titus right now, and
I don't care what anyone says, and you know, as well as I do. I've been championing this motherfucker since day one. Baron Corbin, killing it.
Yeah, Corbin's definitely been one of the more promising and more
Everyone was like, blah, 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 like chubby fucking boy. And I was like, oh, yo, dude, Baron Corbin, my dude.
Oh, dude.
My dude.
All right, let's go to the next. Oh, here's another. Here we go. Now, maybe it's...
fucking Spanky.
Yeah, Spanky spanks the... maybe Spanky wanted to give a little spanking to Bailey and some of the talent because maybe it's their own fault. Brian Kendrick was recently on the Stone Cold podcast, and he said that wrestlers in the WWE locker today, they don't seek advice from the veterans. They come back to, I remember if the quote was something like they head back to the locker room with their sweat and their opponent's sweat still on them, and before they even hit the showers, they're on social media looking for praise and seeing how good they did in their matches. They don't ask for critiques. They don't watch tapes. They just want to get the likes. What do you think, man? Is this new crop of talent soft? Are they just social media junkies? Are they millennials? Is it the talent to blame for the whack matches?
I have to say is like, damn. That's the first time I have seen Brian Kendrick in a while. Because where the fuck is he on TV?
205.
But I agree with him. I'd say, to me personally, I feel about 25% of like the new guys I see in WWE are serious, and the other ones are just like
Mojo Rally. Bro, what do you think about these guys? Dude, I don't know, man. What do you think? These
I know, like I said, I think 25% of them all take it seriously, but the other 75% are just like...
Come on, what do you think? You think like Sami Zayn is back there? I think he's a fucking nerd probably in real life. Just
Sami Zayn is the fucking 25%, dude.
Yeah.
He may be a nerd, but I think he's a nerd for wrestling. He's like that guy that's like, I want to be good. I want to be good. And you're,
what bets are there even for them?
And you're just like, dude, get away. Get away.
I mean, all right, maybe that's a stupid thing to say. They got plenty of agents that they could talk to. I mean, they got Dean Malenko, they got Finley, Yvonne Dudley.
Dude, they got Adam Pearce.
True, dude. Former NWA champion.
Yo, Scrap Daddy.
Here we go, bro. Now here's a wrestler that's blaming the writers. Big Show recently on Talk is Jericho podcast and said that the Raw and pay-per-views are bullshit and a waste of time. Their storylines are stupid. He dreads being put on Raw. House shows are way better. But he also said that today's talent...
How do you say your name?
Whose name?
I'm not talking to you.
Also...
How do you say your name?
Also, Big Show said, he says that the talent can't take an ass chewing and that they need to be coddled. And so there you go. Maybe it's a little combination of A and B. But how do you feel about Big Show's initial comments?
All right. The first thing that needs to be said is honestly, like, No, Big Show is a man right now. Like, I wish he was like this like a decade ago. He's like a badass. Like, yo, Big Show, you should have lost. I know I'm a fat motherfucker, but like Big Show, you should have lost the weight a million years ago, so you could be this badass motherfucker that you.
Yeah, now Big Show's like in the position where like he can say what he wants. He looks good, and if they want to fire him, which they won't.
He's like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, like he's totally like in the golden part of his career. You know what I mean?
He said what we've all been thinking. Now, is anybody going to listen to him?
No. He's 100% right, and I think I honestly like. I'm loving Big Show right now, but like, you're right. You can't deny him. Honestly, like as much as I love Raw being 3 hours, just because I want to see wrestling for 3 hours, like cut that shit to 2.
Dude, just don't give me 3 hours of bullshit.
Or not even like 2. Maybe if you want 2.5. Start Raw at 8:30.
Do a pre-show and then start Raw at 8:30. Sunday Night Heat. Something.
Monday Night Heat.
Monday Night Heat.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh,
and
shit.
Our last but most hilarious topic and controversial. Maybe this is one of the reasons why the product sucks recently, or has. Maybe this set the precedence. 10 years ago this week on Monday Night Raw, WWE killed off the Mr. McMahon character in one of the most tasteless, depending upon who you ask, and outlandish angles ever. Was this one of, or if not the worst segments in Raw history? Or were some of the more recent segments that I've seen this past month, pretty bad, like with the Bears and Bailey, This Is Your Life? Tim, what do you think? You think that this was one of the worst segments ever 10 years ago? Or have there been...
All right. So, obviously I'm going to go with Katie Vick. But also, too, for me, one of the worst segments in WWE history was, and I'll never forget this because I thought this shit was real as fuck, was when the New Age Outlaws put Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack in the dumpster and pushed them off the Titantron.
Bro, you see what I mean? They don't have those raw, brutal angles anymore like that, dude. You really.
No, I completely agree with you. And dude, I know I was young. Don't get me wrong, but I teared. Fucking Trish Stratus coming out of the fucking Trish Stratus coming out of the back, and she's like, woo-hoo, for Chainsaw Charlie and Cactus Jack. You know what I mean?
Bro, they don't do angles like that anymore.
No, they don't.
It comes out of a box, I guess that it means that it's gonna be funny angle. I mean, the Bears came out of a box, Chainsaw Charlie came out of a box, then therefore the Bears should be over.
No, the Bears are over.
The Bears are over, bro. Well,
the only thing I don't understand is it's just Bo is just trying a little too hard.
I didn't dislike the outcome of the Bear angle, but dude, I gotta say that angle with Bailey and Alexa Bliss was pretty fucking bad. Like we said, maybe we're not really so sold on Bailey ever.
No, Bailey sucks.
All right, Bailey sucks. You hear it first. Is Bailey? All right, so would you therefore nominate or put Bailey on as an early ballot nominee for most overrated or possibly flop of the year for the Buzzy Awards for this year? Because I think I would, and I think that we should put Bailey.
Flop of the year for sure.
Flop of the year for sure. And then maybe if we have a worst segment award or worst, we have a Buzz Award, but we have to come up with flop of the year. I would definitely put that segment under there. I would put Bailey herself on there. Dude, I don't know. It's just not the worst segment that I've ever seen. This Mr. McMahon segment, I don't think it was tasteless or bad or one of the worst segments. I think it was kind of stupid because we all knew that Vince wasn't dead. But I mean, dude, there must have been stupid shit over the past years. I mean, come on, the Old Day segment. Do you remember that one?
Katie Vick.
Yeah, dude, but that's not in the past 10 years. But you're right. There have been worse segments in the history of Raw. I did say history of Raw on there. So you're right. I guess there have been worse segments, and some of the segments recently have been stinkers, but not the all-time worst. So that about wraps things up on this edition of Relevant Real Talk. Thank you for joining us, Buzz Humans, Relevant Rasslin fam. We tried to keep it as controversial and as edgy as we could tonight. Didn't really want to piss too many people off. We didn't get too heated tonight, but we addressed some topics like the ratings, cheating scandals. Seems like a lot of different opinions on why the product is suffering right now, and we might even have to do, like I said, a show that just focuses on our gripes about the product. But I don't want us to be the type of fans that just sit here and complain and talk shit and not, offer suggestions. So if you guys are sick and tired of WWE, write to us ideas about shows, and we'll make more content for you to watch, so you have something else to watch that is wrestling related. So again, thank you for joining us. As usual, like I said, we kept it buzzworthy, controversial, and raw. If you were offended, that's just too fucking bad. At least you're relevant. One more plug for the social media. Like us on the Relevant Rasslin Facebook page. Follow us at Relevant Rasslin. Hashtag Relevant Rasslin Productions. Hashtag
Relevant Rasslin Productions.
Are you relevant? And don't forget to subscribe to the Relevant Rasslin Productions YouTube channel. Buzz humans, never forget to stay relevant. More content is stay relevant, stay buzzworthy, and we'll see you. Season 2 of Relevant Rasslin Productions is well underway. The summer of buzz has just begun.